Sedge, Vi,
Okay,
Zach,
we're now starting the game between the Basha Bears and the West Point Dragons. So far,
I see
the
Ezreal.
West Point Dragons have
I
been
see
Nico and
Ezreal Varus
Kaisa,
for
and
the
the Basha
ADC, by the
Bears,
way.
Vi, Zaya, and Jarvan.
Okay. If they don't pick ADC, then we ban out like Ezreal Varus or something.
And the third band of the West Point Dragons is Yone.
I don't know about
The mid laner's bad. The mid laner plays weird things. He played Zac jungle one game.
So, you want to pick jungle or mid?
Actually, the mid laner can be good.
I'll just lock Kane. That's it.
Their ADC kind of beats.
Okay, okay. Love that. There's Seraphine.
Kind of. Does he? No, the second game he got 28 kills.
Again, Alex, they don't have eyes.
That's true, but he's gold.
28 kills means pretty much nothing.
He had 100,000 damage.
They're like gold silvers.
The first pick for the Basha Bears is Kane in the jungle, and the West Point Dragons respond with Lux and Sejuani.
I say we ban off the ADC personally. They might pick it.
What should I pick? Am I playing mid? No, you're playing ADC. Okay. Eden's mid. Eden, can I pick your Nico?
Nico's
Nico's
ban.
ban. They ban Nico first. I'm probably gonna play Ori. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ori.
Alright, pick your own.
And the Bears pick their ADC, pick Caitlyn, and they'll will be choosing Morgana, it seems, for the last pick of the first draft phase.
I don't know if this is a red Kane or not. It depends on whether Rochester seems bulky.
I can't believe they bet Nico first.
Varus, okay.
And the West Point choose to pick Varus. Now, with both teams not picking any top lanes, we'll most likely see some top lane bans from both teams.
This might be blue. This depends on what top jungle pick. Let's see. So it's top.
Yep, and we see that Jack's banned by the West Point Dragons there.
He plays lethality Varus.
Do you want me to call Aurelia or? No. What is a mid play?
He's played Yasuo. He's played Yasuo.
Oscar or Aurelia?
Last week. Yeah, this man only plays for the lethality Varus.
Yeah. Mid plays Yasuo as well.
No, they ban Talia.
He played Lazio 2 weeks ago.
They really hate you.
They've been. I mean, I was gonna play Ori anyways, but like.
Do you want me to get rid of Yasuo or? Yeah, drop Yas. Rough. Alright. We'll call. So that's really top? Yeah, definitely. So where should I go then? Where should I go to that?
Do you want me to pick for our top?
I'll look up Wukong top.
No matter what, they're gonna get a counter pick. Yeah, they're gonna, no matter what.
Malphite is good into him. Warwick.
I don't have any top laners.
Probably Malphite. No, just pick yourself. Can you take what? Can you take Malphite? Can you take Malphite? Yeah, we take Malphite. We take Malphite? Yeah, alright. We take Malphite. Malphite is really nice. We have Oriana, Caitlyn, Morgana, and Malphite.
The Bears for the last two picks pick Oriana and Malphite, and the Dragons picking Wukong. Looks like their last pick will be Gragas.
Alex, go heal.
Go heal. Double.
Or actually, just take exhaust.
Okay.
Yep, and the Dragons pick Gragas as their last pick. So with the Bears' current team comp, they seem like they have a pretty decent draft here. They have the Kane, who can either go red or blue Kane, opting for the Assassin or the Bruiser, and they have a good front line tanking the Malphite, and definitely good team fight with the Oriana. On the side of the Dragons, they have really good team fight with the combination of Sejuani, Wukong, and Gragas. They also do have extra range with Varus and Lux. So both bot lanes have a decent amount of poke and CC, so it'll be interesting to see how that matchup works. But with the Morgana Black Shield, it does seem like they're able to stay safe in lane.
No, they won 28-5 against the team that we lost to last week. No, the 2 weeks ago, the Eagles.
They don't have eyes.
Okay.
We just suck at. we should win this one. Also, I mean, I just can't go bot until I get red. That's the main issue.
Lux player, mastery. Okay.
Should we try and take the Raptors here? It'd be nice if I can get them. Okay, let's go.
Should I show it to Tier?
I can.
Sorry, Tier.
Yeah, so you're playing safe then. Sure you're gonna go here.
Yeah, we probably should have had Oriana take teleport, but it's alright.
Yeah, we should have.
I should have called that. That's alright.
Still want me to lead?
I'll look to come in. Yeah, probably. Don't whiff the Q.
Don't miss the cues. Yeah.
Where should I ward the bush?
I got it.
Okay.
They went down here. They were. They looked it.
I'll look.
Okay.
No.
I'm taking Raptors this game. You guys can go.
It might be.
No leash. That would be here.
Okay. Yeah, that might be. Forward. Oh, hello.
I'm gonna back.
Already back. Already back.
I'm backing.
I had to
I
flash.
can.
I had to waste flash. Not waste, but.
And now we'll be starting the game. It'll be interesting to see whether either teams will opt to go for an invade or if they'll try to have a relatively normal start to the game. It does look like the Bears are heading to the top jungle towards the red side of the dragons. It doesn't look like they'll for an invade. It does not look like the dragons have vision on them, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Bragg's missing.
Probably going towards Scuttle.
No mana.
It does look like they do have vision
No,
on
it's fine for me to come since it's early.
the Bears' attempt for an invade.
It's not worth much.
They're backing.
Okay.
That's off of that. Lux is here. Lux is there.
It does look like the dragons may be heading top to try to get the Bears off of the top red buff.
How much of this way?
And the flash by the Malphite trying to escape. It does look like the Kane will stay, so looks like he may be able to still invade the Sejuani's Raptors. Well, that looks like laning phase has now begun. Oriana versus Grox in the mid lane, Malphite versus Wukong in the top, and Morgana Caitlyn versus Lux and Varus in the bot lane. It'll be interesting to see how this bot lane matchup goes. As I said earlier, there's definitely a lot of CC on both sides. But looks like the Caitlyn Morgana side might have a little bit of advantage because Morgana does have that black shield to stop the CC. Well, looks like it will just be a matchup of who can hit skill shots. And does look like Kane was able to escape invading the top side and be able to take his jungle and start with an early CS. There's a very heavy trade in the bot lane. Looks like both bot laners have taken a decent amount of damage. And that is the flash from Morgana bot lane. And it looks like they're both bot laners are a little bit low, so I'll have to play a little bit more carefully now, it seems. The Sejuani is mid. Looks like she might go for a gank, but it's like the Oriana has vision.
Varus for subs. Varus for subs. Nice root out. Nice root.
That's fine. You want to kill your own? You want all the plate yourself?
Caitlyn's here by herself against this Lux Far, so Raylan will definitely have to be careful not to get CC'd and take any unnecessary poke damage. And this looks like Wukong is checking the top jungle of the Bears, but the Kane has taken his camp, so there's nothing that he'll be able to take there.
Kills?
Yeah, it is seriously.
I just flashed that. I should have taken that rest.
As of right now, looks like the game's pretty much even. Looks like CS is even and gold looks about the same right now, with no kills happening yet in the game.
Where's this damage?
They go. Gragas is able to get a good trade on the mid laner, and both of the mid laners are low CS, so we'll probably be seeing it back soon. Like the Sejuani and Kane are worth the bot, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Maybe they go for a fight, but it looks like the Kane is going to go mid to see and gank the Gragas. Oh, but the Gragas was able to dodge it with his E and escape.
Yeah, so just run me up.
The dragon is up at the moment, so looks interesting to see which team will try to look for Drake first. Looks like the Dragons could look for Drake here, as they do currently have bot prio. And it looks like they will do just that. As the Kaner is currently top, it looks like it will be a free Drake on the side of the Dragons.
Lux is roaming up.
Yep, it looks like the game is still, besides that one dragon, the game is still pretty even, and we have yet to have a kill. Looks like there is a fight in the bot lane. It looks like they're going in. This looks like they might continue to chase here. And it looks like they will opt to stop. And there was also a fight top side. The Kayn getting the Wukong, but looks like the Wukong was able to escape.
Just wait for me to get. Okay. Now.
And with the wave being pushed, it looks like the Bears might go for a dive, and it looks like they're gonna back off here as Lux is also coming back down. Oh, I thought to get the Lux here. It looks like the Caitlyn is taking a bit of damage. You're gonna have to be careful here now, especially with the Varus Q and the possibility of coming out Vision. Oh, and that does do a lot of damage, and that will be first blood to the dragons on Varus.
There was no opportunity.
Lux no iron either.
Oh my goodness, Varus
You
is
guys
so
just
garbage.
He
is a lot of shit. And they have two.
You have no choice with the dodge. Wait. Don't go ahead.
And looks like Morgan will have to flash out of that as Varus Q'd in. Morgan was getting quite low. So with both the junglers bot side and bot lane low, Kayn may opt for a gank, but he'll have to be careful, especially with Sejuani and Varus both being able to roam down.
Iceborne is probably solid here.
Yeah, they're back bot.
Kayn might be a little bit in a pickle here. It looks like he might try to go and steal Scuttle here, but it looks like Frog gets the Sejuani will. Oh, he does end up getting a steal there. The Dragons were not able to secure the Scuttle there. Looks like Orianna and Kayn might try to be able to collapse on Gragas here.
I need to go back.
Alright, they're coming out.
No, this isn't it.
I have already
Wukong, they're coming again.
After back off, just
Wukong's going bot side again. He's going again.
that's what I need to do.
And now it has been up for a little bit of time, so it'll be interesting to see if either the top laners or junglers will try to look for it, see if they can try to push a lead in the lane. Oh, and Morgan does end up getting ulted near the tower and rooted, and looks like, yep, the Dragons are able to kill the Morgana there. Secure the second kill of the game.
I got red now.
Swanee is also near top side, but looks like Malphite does have vision. They'll be able to stop the gank for now.
Oh, easy. Oh, nice.
Oh, Kayn does get rooted, man. That is both bot laners dead. They can really go from 2-0 to 3-0, but it's like Kayn will be able to respond with a kill of his own, but it will end up in a trade. On the top side, Kayn killing Wukong and Sejuani killing Kayn in response. Looks like the Dragons are up a little bit now with almost a 1.3k gold lead. Looks like the biggest lead is currently in the bot lane right now. Varus is currently up just around 20 CS and 2 kills. Most other lanes remain to be pretty even. Looks like Malphite is taking extended trade to Sejuani, but the Malphite does not have any more mana, so Sejuani might be able to take him. And Sejuani does end up killing the Malphite. And that will be Sejuani's second kill of the game.
They shouldn't. This Lux is, the fact that this Lux is 2-0 and 4 is kind of scary.
14 seconds. He's pushing wave, right?
I have R too.
The Lux is a bit scary.
It looks like the dragons are looking to take the Herald here, which will give them a lot of which will give them the ability to push a turret. It looks like the Kane is ganking bot side. We'll see if he's able to capitalize on it. But no, it seems like the Lux is able to land a slow on the Kane, stopping that gank. And the second Drake of the game is up right now. It's like a fight is happening with Drake and Kane's ult Gragas. Looks like Gragas might be able to escape here over the wall. We'll see what he does. Looks like he might trying to go back in for a fight. Sejuani is here. Oh, Wukong has roamed down. It looks like it will be a 5v5 over the Drake. Right now, it looks like the Dragons do have control of their Drake, though. Looks like the only option now will be for Kane to look for a steal. Oh, they get to get Drake, and they will also be able to pick up the kill on the Orianna and the Kane as he looks for the steal. That is not a good trade for the Bears. They have lost Drake and Tools, and the Wukong is on their backline, and the Wukong will get a kill on the Caitlyn, maybe? Oh, actually ends up looking like a trade for the Bears there. Caitlyn was luckily able to get out the flash of the wall, and Morgana was able to hit the root for the Bears' second kill of the game. The Sejuani has used that Herald that they got earlier, and looks like they will be taking bot turret, and that will be the first turret of the game for the Dragons. Looks like they still will be pushing because that Herald's still alive. Looks like they might maybe even trying to go for the second tier bot turret. Morgana does take a lot of damage though from that. Oh, it looks like the Lux will be able to find the kill on the Morgana there as she was backing under turret. You know, currently the game is 2-8. The Bears 2, the Dragons 8, and it looks like there is around a 3.5-ish gold lead for the Dragons.
I need to heal my cam. Okay, I can use my 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll start.
Yep, I can take this. Nice.
Like right now, Lux and Vars continue to roam up. Oh, in the mid lane, looks like Kane and Caitlyn were able to collapse on the Gragas, and they were able to get a kill on the Gragas.
There's two there.
This is up. We should go straight to it.
As the game stands right now for the Bears, they are down a little bit of gold, but if they were to get a kill on Sejuani, Vars, or Lux, that will definitely help them a lot as they have 300 plus gold shut down. So if the Bears are able to get a kill on one of those targets, they will definitely be back in the game. Now, this does look like the Lux and Sejuani are roaming top, so Malphite and Kane will have to be careful here, because if they do roam, it might end up being a 3v2. And Kane looks like they're diving the Wukong, and they do get the kill off cleanly. The Lux and Sejuani are roaming up, so we'll have to see what happens in this fight. Oh, looks like Sejuani is taking the fight, but oh, Kane is able to ult and dodge the Lux R. Looks like they might be able to kill a Sejuani here. Oh, it looks like Sejuani is just a little bit too tanky for them to kill.
Nice ult. IQ.
I died.
Nice. Focus the dodge.
Vars is gonna kill me. I
Nice.
bet.
Kane is staying. Looks like he's trying to save it. Looks like there still is a chance, but it looks like Vars is roaming top, so they will have to back up in the top lane. And in bot lane, Gragas is stepped a little bit too much, and he unfortunately will not die to the Gragas. Gragas will start with a little bit of HP left.
Okay, I can kill. I'm gonna kill him, man.
This Vars is so good at hitting these.
Okay. Mars is crazy with that.
Mid's
I
nice.
My Reminds me of Tom's virus, honestly. Tom's virus is actually
Okay, we can dive. Nice support.
They may be looking for Drake soon, as he'll be up in around a minute or so.
Little draggy boy.
Watch out, Rihanna. You guys
Let me summon this mid, alright?
are TV.
I wanna fight this.
Oh, I can cover bot. I'll do bot.
Alright, I'm gonna flash W here.
Oh, and the Orion does end up falling to a double root combo by the Lux and Varus, but it looks like they're a little bit caught out, and they might end up dying here. Oh, and they are able to kill the Varus there, right before Drake, so it looks like since Orion will be up quickly, the Bears might be able to secure Drake control and be able to get this third Drake of the game. Which will definitely help stall the Dragon from being able to get souls so quickly. And there's a foul in the top lane. Looks like Malphite may be able to kill the Wukong here. I believe he still has ult. He might go for it. And yep, it looks like he is able to kill the Wukong. That's a nice cell kill in the top lane. And with between the Malphite pushing top and the Bears going for Drake, that looks like the Bears are fully back in the game now, and the game will be about even at this point.
Red team's turret is
Now, it's about even. It looks like the Bears could possibly look for a Rift Trail to try to get a little bit more gold and maybe try to push it in their turret so they can get even more of a turret lead. Looks like the Kayn is heading towards the Herald here. And looks like because Wukong is bot side, they might have control, but we'll have to see how that goes.
I already have the English codex, so.
Just looked like the Malphite backing. Yes, he did get a lot of gold, so we'll see what happens off this. So Sejuani is starting on the Rift Herald, but Kayn does know this looks like he will be contesting. Well, Kayn's team is not here quite yet, so he might have to go for a steal. He does hit a good knockup on Varus and Lux, and he is taking a lot of damage, so you have to definitely be careful here. There is a really big fight, and looks like the Gragas has fallen, and Sejuani will also die here too, but the Wukong is coming in with the ult. Orion's able to make it out alive. Looks like the Bears are able to turn this fight. You have to be careful, because Lux and Varus still can do a lot of damage here. Like, Kayn is able to secure the Drake, but Malphite does end up falling. Kayn looks like he might be able to get the kill on Lux. He does, and he's still chasing Varus. Looks like he might be able to get the kill for Lance W. Looks like they won't, but they might still have a chance to dive here, but a TP comes in from the Grogs to help stop that.
Okay. No R either.
Yeah, it does look like for the first time in the game, the Bears are up. Despite being down 1 kill, they are up gold and up turret, and they have the Herald, so it's looking quite good for the Bears right now.
Just keep top pushing, keep top pushing, and then you can figure it out.
Looks like there's a little bit of ARAM action mid here. Looks like they might be looking for some trades, maybe looking to see if a root can land, if they can go in.
I'll just time it well.
Aren't really many objectives up right now, so it does seem like the Caitlyn will be splitting bot, and Alpha may go top again. Mora is, like, she might be a little bit caught up, but Mirana is able to get back to safety. Looks like the Gragas is trying to stop the Kayn from taking the blue, and looks like they're a little bit low. Looks like they will be able to steal this blue buff from the Kayn.
So they TP'd for nothing. What the hell? They didn't even push for nothing. Oh, where did you die?
Well, I hit my 1 Lux Q and died. I forgot she's like ultra fat. Why is she's not even building Shadow Flames? Why not? She's building stuff.
I can't kill this Varus. I need help.
Looks like both teams are starting to group a little more here mid. Let's just see if they'll try to go for a little bit of a team fight here. This is like Malphite and Wukong are playing top. Caitlyn does get hit by Rue and is quite low, and Morgana is also very low. And that is a really big ult by Varus, and Varus is able to connect on both Caitlyn and the Orion, and they end up getting a 3-for-1 there in a mid lane. And with that, they might even be able to go for Baron here, but most of the Bears seem dead. Looks like they will go for just that. Oh, looks like Kane does end up placing their Hell mid to kind of stop that push a little bit, and maybe hopefully release some of that pressure from the incoming Baron buff that the Dragons will have. Definitely good play by the Kayn. They're also taking the camps while the Dragons are on Baron. But the Kayn might have to be careful as Gragas is coming here. Looks like he may be able to smite it off. And FC is able to get it and escape. Wukong is here. Oh, he's able to Hex get out of danger there. Well, the Kayn does take a lot of damage from Alexa's QBR combo. And as Drake is coming up, looks the Kayn may have to back here as she is very low. And you see the Malphite top of Malphite. Looks like the Malphite has TP up. The Dragons are taking Drake. Looks like he mostly has control for now. You might see another steal play here by the Kayn. Oh, Drake is resetting, and it's closer to the pit. He might be able to go for the steal. Oh, and Kayn is not able to steal, and it looks like Kayn will fall here. Up by Wukong. He hit the large knockup, and he survived for a very long time, but unfortunately just could not do enough damage to get a kill on anyone on the side of the Dragons. The Dragons now are on Soul Plate with that Drake on the Hextech Soul. And with that, it will definitely help the Lux and Varus out with their very bursty combos. Mirana does get rooted here, and that QR combo is able to kill Lux. Is extremely strong right now. She's currently 4-1, and looks like she will probably be able to back a full item very soon. For the Bears for now, looks like they will really be focusing on trying to take care of this Varus and Lux, as they're able to do a lot of burst damage from far away. So interesting to see how the Bears choose to counteract this long range burst combo. Looks like both teams are on the top side of the map, but looks like Canada will be splitting in bot. And with this happening, looks like the Dragons do have more people in mid. Looks like they will be able to take this mid turret possibly, as there's not enough members of the Bears to defend against it. And with that, turrets are now even for both teams, 3-3. You see the Varus is doing a very large amount of damage to the Morgana. It looks like Orion does end up finding his Rogs with the stun and the combo with Varus. Oh, and Varus is able to kill that Morgana with that Q. He's hitting a lot of his Qs here. Wait, you can see how the Bears should respond. Looks like they need to find some type of way to get on top of this Varus or Lux. They're just taking a lot of damage. And Malphite is caught a little bit here. He will have to ult away. He does animate Thunder at her, but he is very tanky, so it won't look like they'll be able to do much against him.
I'm so tanky. Nice.
It looks like all of Kayn jungle is being invaded, as the Dragons do have the gold, and Killian are decent but strong right now. Looks like they are controlling most of the map right now. So it's interesting to see how the Bears will try to find a way to stop this growing lead.
Oh yeah, Gragas is flash.
Can we take turn fast here or no?
No, I'm gonna cover bot wave. I can't.
And as you see right now, Varus has already completed his 3rd item compared to Caitlyn's too, so the Varus is quite a bit up, both on CS and kills. And same with the Lux compared to the Morgana. Lux is up around 1,000 or more gold, and that is allowing the Dragons to have a lot of control, especially when it comes to long range fights in the mid lane. Looks like both teams are heading towards bot, so it looks like there might be a Drake fight soon. They're trying to get a little bit of Drake control and control the vision here. They will looks like Deshaun will be able to get this going.
Okay, nice.
She's dead, she's
Oh,
dead.
she's dead.
I have bar.
Bars. Walk out of the bars are.
Wait, I kill bars.
Well, Malphite is finding the Gragas, and it does look like they're fighting.
Just like, bars
It might be fine for the Drake here. Malphite and Gragas are fighting, and depending on who wins the fight, other might be able to roam down and help their team. Will help their team with Drake here.
get pressure outside. Midway,
And although the Malphite is pretty tanky, he does not seem to have much magic resistance. So looks like Gragas is able to win trades for now. And Drake is up. Oriana and Wukong are trading mid. This looks like Gragas is hanging down though. They might be staying top. But with the Dragons having control, looks like they might try to pull the Drake and just take it quickly before the Bears can make a fight. Oh, looks like Gragas does hit a good combo. And Malphite does end up dying there. And with that, it looks like the Bears they're definitely gonna have to either try to take the Drake or spawn top. Looks like they might end up losing both. But Kane does get a good engage on. He's able to dodge the R and is on Varus. And he's almost able to Lux, but Lux is able to use the Hourglass to stop that damage. Kalen is able to find the Varus in the back. Looks like the Bears are men up during this fight. They're able to get a double kill, but they will be able to secure the Drake, stopping the Dragons from getting sold.
It'll make it to 0.
Work on it.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Wanna try this? I think we can.
Okay.
Got you?
Gragas
Nice.
is no longer. Gragas will die.
You need to.
You cannot find a fight. Bars are running.
He's done. Don't worry about it. Get hold. Okay,
And the Baron is up again.
Bars.
Doesn't look like any team will look for it now. Both teams are alive. It might be risky to try to take it with both teams with full members alive, but
I'm gonna look to kill bars.
it's definitely injected that both teams will want to be taken soon.
Oh, wow. Minus damage. That's a bad decision. It's not game ending, but it's damn close. Set a vision for that. We have this.
Like the Dragons do have a little bit more control top side. Looks like they might be seeing if they can take the Baron. I think Galen is bot side. Might opt to try to take it quick, but this seems like the Bears do have vision, so it might be a little bit hard for them to really accomplish that. And Lux does get hit by the root. Looks like they might be able to try to pick the Lux. That is definitely a huge pick. But the Ken does get hit with the bars are. He's able to R and able to kill the Wukong here. The Caitlyn is able to kill the Gragas as Gragas on top of them. And this looked like the Kane was fighting the Sejuani and Varus. Kane does die, but that does get them off the Baron. And the Bears in that fight, trading a 3-for-2, looks like they did get a 1 kill trade 1 kill up versus the Dragons, so that does end up being an overall good trade for the Bears.
They're gonna get top tier 2 for him though. Okay, it's top 1. Kill bars?
So Oriana might be caught out here in the river by the Sejuani.
I'll kill him,
Looks like
He's dead.
the Oriana will die,
I'm turning?
Dude.
and they will not be able to stop the Oriana.
You can't leave me. We'll talk to you guys. Alright.
Alex, you need a backup. I can 1v3.
Yeah, he's dead.
Can 1v3? We're about to find out. Alright, back.
I need to stay alive. That's fine.
The Bears are trying to get some more vision around the Bear, and it looks like both teams are playing more towards the top mid side. Both teams being wary of possible Baron damage. And Kellen is doing a lot of damage as far as like he will have to back off. You don't have to be careful stepping a little bit too much just because the Varus and Sejuani are heading down. Looks like they're trying to collapse on this Wukong fall. Murana misses the Q, and Murana will fall, but with Malphite roaming, looks like they will be able to kill the Wukong here. They have to be careful because the rest of the dragons are roaming up. They stay too long. Looks like Varus, Gragas, and Sejuani there. They do look, but they end up getting stunned, and Lux is also on the way before Oriana and Kaylin get there. Looks like there might be an even trade. And the Kayn does end up dying. Lux is still doing a crazy amount of damage right now. With that, they might just be able to take Baron as Bears no longer have their jungler. They cannot really contest the straight against Baron, I mean. As the Dragons take the Baron, it not only gives them Baron, but also buff to make them a little bit strong, which will give them an advantage for the Drake fight, which they definitely want to take, as they are still 1 away from Soul, and that will be up at around 30-ish seconds. Oh, Kaylin is able to find a kill on the Lux. That is definitely very good. The Dragons will no longer have that heavy burst damage because of the cooldown. Looks like the Bears will have the advantage in this fight, and Varus does look to be backing. Between the Varus back, Caitlyn dead, and Luke on top, looks like the Bears will be able to easily secure the shape, but they will have to also be wary of Luke on top pushing the top lane, so they'll have to try to take this quick and respond to the Luke on top there. And Bears are able to get the Drake, and that will be their 3rd Drake of the game too. And Kaylin does take a lot of damage, but most of Kaylin will be fine though. The Dragons might want to fight here, and they do. Varus does land a good R, and it looks like Ronnie is able to ult, and Caitlyn and Oriana end up dying there. It was first a good play by the Bears getting that Drake, but looks like they will end up paying for it. And the Gods Clash of Arzon were gone again. They killed, and Wukong's also here to help them. It's 3-1. Not sure if Kaylin can out. No, with all of them collapsing, even though they did get the Drake, they did end up almost getting aced. And with that, they lost French Baron on every member of their team. They didn't lose Baron, didn't have Baron, but with that, they'll definitely be able to push this Baron buff and take a turret and possibly an end hit. Malphite does still end, but he's by himself. He will not be able to get much. He might end up dying here for it too. Great ult by Gragas keeps stopping him from leaving, and they do end up getting aced. It doesn't look like the Giants will be able to push much further, but it looks like they might look to possibly even get a Nexus turret here. They are pushed a little bit much. They might have to be careful though, because they are starting to get low. And even though they weren't able to get a Nexus turret, they did get a lot. They lost Drake, but in turn they would have get an ace and get a turret and an end hit. Now, with the game in this current state, it looks like the Bears will have to be especially careful because they don't have their mid and hip turret, and both their turrets are low. No. Right now, the Bears are currently down around 6k gold. And there aren't many picks up right now, but as I said before, the Bears will have to be careful if they do lose one set. That could be game.
Yeah. Very confident on the jungle. We get this comeback. We get this comeback.
Like your very first game.
Happened last time. That Boris was dumb. He walked into the fight so many times.
No, he was pushed up so far every single time. Every single second of this game. He was pushed up.
I think that's just unfortunate because if I went book in, I will not go really things to the team. So even if I sat bot, it'd be kind of rough.
Looks like the Dragons now will try to possibly force a mid fight. As you see the Malphite top and the Oriana bot, and looks like if they can find a pick or two, they might be able to end the game off for this build. We'll see.
Okay, just don't get picked.
We can definitely go back. We know the Boris is kind of dumb.
Yeah, we can definitely do it.
Like the Dragons are all roaming bot, they might try and look for pick, and Gragas does go in here. Looks like they're able to pick Morgana. And looks like they're also able to get Morgana trying to roam up to help her team. Oh, and looks like a great ult by Wukong. Caitlyn falls, and Malphite will have to back top. And with that, it looks like they will be able to 4v2 the Kane Malphite. See if they're able to defend this push here. Looks like they will just try to take the turrets and without being stopped them. Oh, that's a good ult by Malphite. And Kane's going in to be able to take a member cube. Looks like they don't have enough damage and they will end up falling. And with that, looks like that will be the end to the first game. It's definitely a good game. And with that, the series is 1-0 to the Dragons.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
me? Now go.
Blue team has slain the dragon.